Jim Miller. Jim Miller is still fighting. Unbelievable. He's had like 50 fights nearly. That's absolutely crazy. So yeah, he has more losses than his opponent has total fights this week. Now, this one is always risky because the thing is, we've seen Jim Miller, he will either lose a decision or he will find the finish. Now, I think Jim Miller is probably a bit too experienced for his opponent, Nikolas Motta here. Nikolas Motta is 12-3. He hasn't really fought many times in the UFC. He has a win in the Dana White Contender Series, but outside of that, he hasn't really done too much. And I don't really see an awful lot on his record that makes me think he's the guy to take Jim Miller out of there. And with that being said, I just don't think, unless you put Jim Miller away, you're either going to beat Jim Miller by decision, which I don't think that Moss is going to do, or you're going to get finished. I think that Jim Miller probably finds the submission here. Jim Miller will find a choke from somewhere. He's going to big brother him. He's going to grapple him. He's going to just make life very difficult for him. Jim Miller's going to use his experience to kind of lean on Motta. He's probably going to tire him out in the first round, maybe even the second round. I think that as soon as he gets a chance to clamp on a submission, he's going to do so. I'm thinking it's going to be a choke. I think possibly a guillotine. And I think he's going to get the submission win here. 4.33. So if I were you, I'd bet the house on Motta by knockout. Don't get me wrong, Motta's got some good knockouts, but none of them in the UFC. And yeah, I just feel like Jim Miller is too experienced to get beaten by Motta. Motta's probably got a bright future, but I don't think he has a bright weekend ahead of him, if that makes sense. Anyway,